Hey, how's it going? I'm out here with the Extreme Bull Commander today, and I'm gonna hit a 30-mile ride out on the Buxton Trailhead. It goes from Banks to Vernonia in Oregon. I'll show you the Commander in a minute. I'm gonna do some riding footage and test out this new GoPro that I'm using. It's the Hero 11. I'm using the medium odd too, so we'll see how this mic sounds. I'll show you this trail up here. So this is an old railroad track that was converted into a bike path. So I'll pause it here and there, and I'll try some different resolutions just to see how it all works. I'll pause it now and I will come back in a minute. All right, so I got all my gear on and I'm about to get out, so let's see what's going on today. It's only about 42 degrees, that's why I have all this stuff on. This isn't a stupid COVID mask, it's just to keep my face warm because it's freaking cold. It's fleece lined. It really comes in handy. So here's how I got my Commander set up. I got these 3D printed pads on here, front and back, kickstands, and their grips. They help, it's a lot comfier to grip. I put some grip tape on the pedals. It sure helps a lot. They don't feel bad at all now. It's a little sloppy, but it was a pain in the butt. So here's a look at my screen in daytime. Of course, the flicker is from the camera, but you can see it's very visible. I really like that cover. People were giving me shit because I didn't show it off good enough, but that's just because I'm not very good at filming things right now. I'm doing my best, but all right, first stop before we get going, the bathroom. I know you guys came to see this, so I just wanted to show you what the glorious shit can looks like. Let me just put this right here. Oh yeah. Oh, it smells like, okay. I gotta stop this. So the first step we're gonna do is go to the bridge. Now my camera's turned off. The screen just turned off, so I can't see what I'm looking at. I got the nice mic with windscreen on here, so I'm gonna talk a bit and see how that works. I think it's facing forward, and right now I have the camera pointed forward, so I'm not sure how well it's working. It's kind of near my mouth right now. This is in kilometers, not miles per hour, so I'm not going very fast right now. I'm just coming over here to check out the bridge. This bridge is super slippery when it's wet. So this used to be a railroad, and it got decommissioned, and for a while they had this path up, and there was just no rails here. So like, it was just a drop, and I don't know if they had it open or closed at that time because I was never out here, but it's pretty nice now. I'm gonna go down there so you can see a view from up top. I'm gonna switch to my wide angle now so I can see what it looks like. Anyway, I'm going down this path right now. It's a little steeper than it looks, but it's not bad at all. When I was first here on my V12, this path is super bumpy. Here's the bridge. So I'm still in 1080p. I could bump up the resolution, but for now I'm just leaving it alone. So here's this bridge. It's pretty nice. It's pretty cool from down here. You can tell how old it looks. And if you keep going that way, it just leads into some campgrounds, and all these paths lead all back around. There's mountain bike trails up here too, but it's just not, it's too muddy for that. It's too wet. So I got this Street Pilot tire on here. It feels pretty good. It wants to stay upright, like to an extreme degree. When I switch back to my knobby tire on my RS, the thing just wants to like flop over. Not really in a bad way, but it just feels so much different. And I think I'm gonna do street tires in the winter and switch back to knobbies in the summer. So make sure it's safe. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. All right, so I got my gloves on. I came across this trail path right here, so I thought I'd show you guys. May 9th, 2021. Yeah, I think we're okay. If that bear's still out here, he's probably feeling pretty hungry right about now. There's a pretty nice path up here. I'll show it when I go by. I don't think I'm going to take it today though, because it's probably going to be too muddy, but maybe I'll take it for a minute just to see what it looks like. It's pretty easy to sit down on. You just kind of grab it from the front and sit like that. It's not as easy as the Master, and you really have to like lean to get this wheel to accelerate. It doesn't want to go as much when you're sitting. That's partially probably because of where my seat is set up, but there's not really anywhere else to put it. Like if I put it farther forward, it's going to be less comfortable, and it's going to be covering the trolley handle. So I put it right like at the, I'm going to lift my crotch up so you can see. I put it right at the base of the trolley handle, which is a good spot. It is kind of nice to sit though, so I usually just put a hand here. You don't really need to, but it's, my seat is nice and narrow, which is nice because it doesn't bump the side of your legs when you're standing. And also I can really maneuver, like I can really control it almost like a motorcycle. The pivot point is right from my crotch, and, or you know, yeah, and it works really well. Okay, so here we are at the, this is the trail I usually take when I go up to a viewpoint. I'll check it out for now. Hopefully this works. It looks like somebody's been here semi-recently. There's some bike paths. Oh, it's slick. I can, whoa, shit. Yeah, I'm sliding. The other problem is that all these, all the coverage from the pine needles, so you can't really even see the rocks that you're going over. Maybe I will go up. I think I have time today. I mean, I know I got enough battery life on this. And of course I brought my street tire. I guess it's time to see how well it works. Oh yeah, that's mission. I have a feeling I'm going to slip out here, so I got to be super careful. Ooh. I don't know if you can hear the fan going on this. My nose is starting to run. I do want to make it to the top, but I don't know if it's worth it. Oh man, that's going to be too slippery, I think, with all the leaf coverage. I don't know if you can tell, but it gets pretty steep. I'll probably just turn around. I don't want to ride through leaves. Slippery leaves are bad. They trap water underneath them. It's just not worth it if I drop my camera or get all muddy in the water or something. I want to go up and get some coffee, so I don't want to be soaking wet while I do that. Alright, so we're back to the trail. So it says it's about a mile up that path, so it would have taken me a little while. Okay, so now I'm in 2.7K, 60 frames, and I'm still in the wide. I'm not in the super wide angle. I just left it on the wide angle. Maybe I should have switched to super wide. I'm kind of surprised that I'm hearing my fan kick on. It's freaking cold. I know that they run hot, but damn. That looks pretty good, actually. I'm looking at my screen right now before it turns off. I should have zipped up my coat. So yeah, this is just an experimental ride and experimental recording. I wanted to get some riding footage up, but I'm really not sure how it's going to turn out, so I'm just trying it out, and it'll probably be a boring video for you guys, but that's okay. I guess this is just an introduction to get to know me a little bit. I usually won't be talking this much in my videos, but I'm trying to do it right now. So here we go. I'm coming up to a crossroad here. I don't know how you can hear me, so I'm going to put the camera closer to my face. So this is a nice little path. You know, I think I'm going to take you guys up there too, because it's a lot of fun. When I first discovered this, I had so much fun going up here. And you know, even if it's wet, you can still have fun going up on this trail. So it's actually a little bit of sun here. So this goes all the way up to some campgrounds. And this road, the speed limit's like 20 or 25, so it's really perfect for riding UCs. And it's a lot of fun to go down too. I don't usually always take this route when I have my Master, just because range anxiety and stuff. And on this road, going up this hill, it's pretty hard to maintain your speed while you're sitting. I'll do it in a second. So right now I'm doing 40 kilometers, which I think is around 20 to maybe 25 miles an hour, maybe a little faster. I'm trying to get that conversion right now, so I'm gonna sit down. So I really gotta like lean it like this. So now I'm 38, 39. So yeah, I look like funny like this to maintain my speed up this hill. But it works pretty well. I mean, if you want to bend like this. It's just funny because when I get on my Master, I don't even have to do anything. I just sit down and the thing is just flying. It's crazy. There's a little path right here. It's a pretty nice view. Hopefully I'm still recording. Okay, looks like I am. This is loose, sticky mud, so I'm going to avoid the mud here. You can kind of get a nice view of this whole area. It's really nice up here. Hey, there's some snow on the mountains. Hopefully the 2K looks pretty good. It's like I said, it's the wide, not the super wide. So there's like horse trails. I don't know if you can see that horse sign from here. And all these trails go through down here. And it's a really crazy place when everything is open and it's not cold and muddy. So now I'm going to head back to the bike path and I'm going to continue towards the city of Vernonia. Alright, so we're back on the path now. And I think I have about 12 or 13 miles from here. I don't know if I mentioned it, but oh, here's another shitter. I got about 92 miles out of my Extreme Bull Commander High Torque 3600 in cold weather, in like 30 to 50 degree weather, which, you know, is 0 degrees up to like 10 or so, which is when the batteries are performing poorly. I was trying to be somewhat careful, like not going too fast just to make the range, but I wasn't babying it. I was riding comfortably. The top speed on this I've seen is like 35 to 36, really at the top end. I try to ride it around like 30, 32 the whole time, and yeah, and I still got close to 90, 100 miles. Okay, that's a bigger one. Usually that one's small. Well, you know, in the summer. Yeah. That water looks cold. So this is the town of Vernonia, Oregon. It's a small town. There's a good coffee shop here. I'll probably stop it before I get to the coffee shop, just because I don't really have a good way to hold the camera when I go in there. I'll take the detour around. Usually I go right there and go right to the coffee shop, but if you go this way, it takes you through a little park and campground. Usually I see people like training horses up here, or training themselves to ride horses, one of the two. Some kind of training takes place. It's kind of weird, there's like no house or anything, or like barn, I guess, just a little thing. I don't think they store horses in there. I used to ride horses when I was younger. Hey, there's some people. 8 people. I can't tell if that's 2 people or 1 guy in this blue coat. Sometimes I see some like people on their Harleys. They do like a little like lunch out at this place, and they're always really nice and happy to see me. Like they always, well, they don't know me, but you know, in general, happy to see a unicycle. They're like, now that's ultimate freedom, and they always say stuff like that. You know, because they're restricted to the roads and places they can't just roll the wheel right up into. So usually what I do is I come up here and in the summertime, and I'll take a break up at this little place to sit down. So I stay on the parking, or on the sidewalk here, just because of where I am. I'm gonna go around these people though. Alright, so just finished my coffee. I got an eggnog latte. I have to say, it kind of sucked. I didn't really taste any coffee. It kind of tasted like they heated up some eggnog. Oh, my nose is running like crazy. I'm at about 30 miles into the ride now. About an hour and a half, including the time I spent at the coffee shop. I thought this was a pretty cool view. Maybe this will be my thumbnail. Thought it looks pretty cool next to the wall or something. Alright. We're just coming up on the end again. So there's the bridge down there that I started on. A little bit of fun here. Some bumpy gravel road. Put my clip on so I don't drop the camera. Oh, 40 kilometers, so I gotta be careful, there's some big bumps here. Alright, so here we are. Back to the old stinky shitter in the car. Let's take a look here. Pull out the old cell phone. So we are at 61%, 36 miles. When I started, I was at about 98 to 99 volts, so it wasn't full, but it's still pretty good, 61, and it'll probably go up a little bit. There's not too much sag on here, but there's a bit of sag. I don't know if you can even see that. It says 36.54 miles. Top speed was 35, basically 35, 2.5 hours. That includes the resting time that I had, the downtime. I was cruising the whole time, so. Yep, I can't even tell if you can see that or not, so. Alright. Hopefully I can get some overlay going for GoPro. So yeah, that was a fun ride. My hands are cold. Here's my screen. Well, that was pretty fun. Hopefully this turns into an interesting video. Yeah, I'm going home now where I can warm up my toes.